to another riveting episode of Passe Gaming. This is Mr. Frost, and that over there is that Guns for Hire.
I like dudes.
He does. We're continuing here with I don't like this song. Of my Final Fantasy XII playthrough. So every time I do this, I'm trying to share the current stream on Facebook. It's a pain in the ass. Share. Copy link. There we go. See? It doesn't have to be that hard. It's like, no, make it as hard as possible. If you're not pulling out your hair, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, it's not worth doing. You're not. So bad. Complete a Nephilim rip on expert or higher.
They're just doing whatever the hell they want to do. That's fine.
Place a property on an item.
I'm sure it's an easy way to do that, but I'm not. Unfortunately, I don't have editors and all that. I'm the editor.
Editor in chief.
I don't have a Barry like the Game Grumps do. They got like a whole little internet, what do you call it? Empire. It's fucking nuts.
There are ones you can get for free that are pretty good, but it would require you to do like so much shit, like saving videos.
Well, yeah, like I would have to save the video and then put it on the computer, then edit, and then put it back on the YouTube. That's like, which is one of the reasons why I'm kind of bummed that the YouTube editor is going away, because I could have literally just dropped in what I needed into my videos in the beginning of every video. Whammo bam, I'm done.
Yeah.
Minimal fuss. Even though it was just going to be like a 5-second intro, like, Gabe, welcome, and then that was it. But there's no point. Yeah, there's no point whatsoever to do that now. Christ. I don't want to start it and then like once they end it, I can't do it anymore. It'll just be silly. Maybe I'll figure something out later on. Like I said, I'd like to eventually get a capture card because I'd love to broadcast classic games. I mean, that's my thing. Especially when I'm sitting here bitching and moaning, playing, modern games and talking about how great the classics were, and I can't actually play the classics. Yeah, they're great, man. They're some of the best shit ever, but I can't actually show you them.
I can't show you the best shit ever. You just have to take
well, it is. I'm basically, I found that a lot of this channel has to do with like, I guess like, giving people our opinions on like other games and like kind of giving our recommendations of like other good games to try, besides like, what the modern new games are, because everyone's doing that. A lot of people do the classic games too. But like I can't even play the classic games because I don't have access to the classic games. So whatever. Well, we'll get to that bridge, one day, maybe, maybe not.
Cross that bridge.
All right. I need a town.
It would seem we made the right choice. If we'd taken the easy way and come by airship, one of those patrols would no doubt have been quick to roll out the red carpet. We're on the Empire's doorstep now, so we shouldn't have to worry quite so much. But that's no excuse to get sloppy. It is still a long road to the capital.
That's right, Bathier. You fucking tell them. I enjoy the characters in this game. I think they're fairly fleshed out. Van's a little dopey. But I mean, I guess he's supposed to come off as a dumb kid. Still not a whole lot of cutscenes in this game. Or it doesn't feel like it. In comparison to like some other Final Fantasies where it would just, there'd be like a ton of talking. Wait a second. So there is a... It feels like... Alright, well, let's go through. I think I'm going the right way again. I am. So... Oh, we can't get the wolf when he's all the way down there, Van. It's a man dragon! Succulent fruit. It's gonna take me forever to get all these. We're gonna get... Oh, I got all them. Oh, good. Alright. Man, I still have to get more of the stupid insects. 3 more? I may have to go back and do it. I'll do it later. There's no point in doing it now. What was that?
Whoa.
Oh, that thing. I already got them. Alright.
Shifting land.
Do you think they're gonna make another Diablo?
I would hope so.
It took so long for them to make that one.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Is it invisible? No, don't you walk away from me. I'll rob you and then beat you to death. Yeah, you're dead. This is a pretty area. The beach.
Sparto.
Yeah. I have no idea what the fuck just happened, but it was amazing.
Whoa.
King Bomb was a bitch to fight.
Another one?
These fuckers are actually hurting me. Man's level 50 fucking 6. How can he hurt? Oh, he's so overpowered compared to all the other guys.
Should,
He literally just the buy.
like, cause if he's the strongest dude in your group, like, fucking eventually that shit's gonna end badly.
Oh, everyone else is. I level up like I would normally level them up. They're all in the almost 40. The goal is just to make him so overly bloated that there's no way he'll ever drop. So even when the rest of my party members fail, like he'll just be standing there, wondering why he's still alive. Like, damn you! I just got a quality pill.
Give me resist all the things.
Resist!
Fucking... Do you remember how to get death breath?
What the fuck is that?
Alright.
Is it a... What are you playing?
Diablo 3.
Oh, no, I don't... God, no.
It's for leveling up the crafters.
No, I never even got that far. And if I got it, it was probably just because it, randomly dropped somewhere.
Level 61 or higher. Remembering how to do things is hard. Justice ladder.
Justice!
Wait me.
It's a frog. You didn't like that.
Damn, dude, why are you so hot?
We're gonna have a vote for what game I should play next for the stream. Although I don't even know if you. Yeah, because I think like, you know, people like it that they'll have a say. Because people are like, leave something in the comments, and then, you know, we'll play that. Fuck that. Just vote on the damn thing. You know. Because you can actually just put in a poll.
Yeah.
I think I'll throw like, you know, like 4 or 5 games up in there. You know, we could either continue with Metal Gear or go back to Dark Souls. I'd like to have 2 games going at the same time. You know, so when I'm, you know, some days I want to take a little break.
Yeah. I definitely think I want to finish Dark Souls, but I want the main game to be like what people, my main game, you know, for people to choose. You know, if they want to see like WWE or what else do they have? Stardew Valley, Wolfenstein. Yeah, I see you playing it. I want to play it. Like, I kind of want to play it like right now, but I want to get this shit for Diablo because I don't want to miss it. I don't know why, but I have like 80 blueberries growing right now.
So I feel obsessive compulsive with that shit, and like I really want to play. I like was a Harvest Moon, but yeah. I feel like it's too RPG like to be playing that and Final Fantasy at the same. That'd just be too much. Like that's something I would play along with like an action game or like, you know, whatever. God, there's a lot going on here. Let's kill these guys. Just gonna make a run around here because I wanna fill up my my monster thingy. I wanna get that trophy, yo. Where's that fucking man dragon? Come over here. Expect to shell you.
Trophies are kind of annoying me right now.
Why?
Because I keep getting platinums on games, and then like 2 months later they add like DLCs will add no trophies. So like it says I have a platinum, but it doesn't read as 100%.
Well, it's still a platinum though. I've never even earned a platinum. Ever. Yeah, well, I planned Metal Gear to be my first platinum game. I might do this with Final Fantasy too. We'll have to wait and see what's required. is that? Oh, yeah.
Like, I platinum 15, and now, like, there's, like, the 2 DLCs they put out both have trophies. So it's like 60 something.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the main reasons why I'm waiting, especially for that, so I can roll in and just, you know, ooh, fly guy. It'll be easier that way.
Well, it was. Like, one of the requirements to platinum is that you beat the Adamantulate.
Is that big mountain monster guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna try to max out all my characters before that. 99 that shit up. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, at least it wasn't like, because I remember like when they were first talk, everyone was like, it's gonna take 3 real days to beat this creature. That would have been fucking awesome sauce.
It took me 3 hours to beat it, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I remember. And you were complaining your fingers were hurting. You're like, my finger. I've been playing this game for 3 hours.
Did I pick this game up on the SNES? Is this, like... I'm confused.
That's weird. How come whenever I kill humanoids, sometimes their numbers don't come down?
Something's got to be broken somewhere.
I have to kill a lot more man-dragons, and what was it, one more fat frog? Let's double check that. Figure I'll try to get as much of this done now, and then when I come back it won't be as painful to do.
That's a good idea.
But I still gotta, you know, a lot of these areas I have a lot of the monsters, and then some of them I can't find a damn monster. Like, just one popped up and never seen another one since. Why am I going back this way? I think my goal is... yeah, let's get all these motherfuckers up to 40. We're doing it. Living them up to 40. Kill these fishies.
Yes.
Oh yeah, here's another one. Awesome. Alright. Favorite character from every Final Fantasy starting with 1. Alright, we can't start with 1 because there's no... when do they start using characters that you don't make?
Life.
Was it Final Fantasy? Jesus. Alright, we'll start with 4 because I don't know the characters. Well, no, we can start with 2.
Yeah, Guy, Farian, Maria. Favorite character.
You know, from each game in the series, so you know it's not like you have to weed through a billion of them. I guess you kind of do.
There's a lot of characters.
Yeah, there is.
Just
start with 2. Like, who's your favorite from 2?
I don't really have a favorite from 2.
2 is
They're
like
all kind of like.
well, that is from the NES era where I don't think characters had a whole lot of character. If you get my meaning, like they were. I mean, it did, but they didn't.
Well, we're just gonna skip that.
Alright.
If I'm forced to pick one, I'm just gonna say Furion because he's the only one I actually really remember.
That's fair. What about 3? Same issue with 3?
I don't even remember anything about 3.
Neither do I. Alright, 4. I just remember 3, you start in the woods somewhere.
Oh, wait, is that with Boko?
Yes.
Yeah, he's my favorite character from that game.
Alright, this is the only one you remember.
Boko the Chocobo. 4 is Tella.
You like Tella?
Yeah.
I think...
Badass.
No, I got you. I think my favorite, I'm gonna have to go with, I'm gonna have to go with probably the main character, Cecil. Oh, you know what? What's the Dragoon's name? I liked him too.
Game.
Yeah, he was really cool. He was like the shadow of Final Fantasy IV. Like he was just a badass, jumping on people and like coming back down 20 minutes later.
There wasn't Cyan the Shadow 4?
Nah, Cyan was like the knight.
Are you sure? Like, I know he was like a knight, but like, he ran around and used katanas and...
Nah, Cyan didn't use katanas. He was like your prototypical knight. Shadow was the ninja from 6. And then 4 didn't have one, really. Yeah, Cyan was the knight. Remember, he had the black hair. It was pulled back into a ponytail.
Cyan was in 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know who he is. I thought he was in 4.
Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Kane from 4 was definitely my favorite character from that story. I like Cecil a lot, though. Don't get me wrong. He was a really good character. It was really interesting to watch his transformation from like a dark knight to a paladin. That was neat. But Kane was still pretty badass. You know, he had Cecil's back the whole way, which was really cool. All right, favorite from 5. Another one that we probably don't remember.
Yes.
Was there? I don't know if there was main characters in 5.
Royal Prince of Eblan, only heir to the throne and skilled.
I don't remember anybody from 5.
From 5?
Yeah.
You can end 5. Hold on.
Wait, who were you just talking about?
Edge.
Edge was the ninja. That's right.
Yeah.
Edge. I forgot about him.
That's right. 5 is the one with Bart.
I don't think I've ever finished 5.
Where's the list? Oh, it's got a whole bunch of... Bart, Lena, Gallus, Saris, Krill. Gallus is my favorite. Can we pick bad guys?
No. Well, we could do villains. We could do villains next. I prefer to just do, you know, the good guys at this point.
I'm gonna have to go with Gallus then.
Alright. Yes, I don't remember enough of that game to actually.
No, alright, so hold on. Because there's an issue here. Alright. So 5 is the one with Boko.
5 is the one with Boko, yes. I can't remember 3.
Boko and Bart.
I think 3 was it 3 or 2? One of them wasn't released in the United States until recently. I think it was 3.
3.
3 I've never played. I played a little bit of 2.
3 comes up in the Japan 3, which is what we know as 6.
Yeah.
So, wasn't one of them, what was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on Game Boy?
No, that was Secret of Mana.
Okay.
The very first Secret of Mana was Mystic Quest. Go figure. Yeah, I played 1, and I got to the end, and then I got really fucking far. I mean, like, really far. And then I ended up dying and losing everything because the monster was fucking cheap, and I got mad and stopped playing. I rage quit. Rage quit Final Fantasy 1. I was fighting liches, and I was just whooping their asses all over the place. Because they kept popping up in this one spot. I guess it was a glitch. If you just would walk back and forth between 2 blocks, you would just keep fighting the boss over and over again. And that's what I was doing. And I was gaining all these mad levels, and then I fucked up and walked off the 2-block little radius and had to fight like the regular monster, which I wasn't ready for, and just got hammered. And I lost like 4 hours of gameplay. I was like, fuck this game, and I never went back. Rage quit like a bitch. I gotta go back and finish it. I will one day. I enjoyed it. My problem with Final Fantasy 1 is that there's no direction in that game. It's a lot of figure it out for yourself, fucker, and then that's about it.
6 was going to be on the SNES Classic.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not buying it. Fuck that. I have a yeah, fuck that. If you don't get on that pre-year order, they're going to be charging you like $6,000 for a stupid console. I'm never, ever.
So, I cannot for the life of me remember what 3 was in the U.S.
It never came out in the U.S. Well, it came out,
No.
but it just came out recently on like the PSP or something. Because remember, 2 didn't come out in the U.S. and 5 didn't come out in the U.S. And then when they released those classic ones for the PlayStation, the first disc had Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on it, which I have. And then the second one they released had 4 and 5 on it. And then the third one had Chrono Trigger and 6 on it. But they never released 3. So I never got around to playing it. I can't remember it either.
There's only one that has Cloud of Darkness.
Yeah.
I remember Cloud of Darkness.
Oh, well, I remember bits and pieces from it. I think I tried playing the ROM. And I might have gotten, like, somewhere... Yeah, this is, like, years and years ago. But I don't remember much of it. I just remember playing it a little bit, and then I was like, okay, and then that's the end. That's the game with the job system.
Yeah. Alright. Which one were we on?
Well, now we're on 6, yep.
6, my favorite character is Edge. Or Sabin.
Yeah, there's no Edge, you dope.
What?
Edge is from 4.
Shadow.
Okay. Shadow or Sabin?
The same fucking character.
I know. Do you like Sabin because he can suplex a ghost train?
Because he's not wearing a shirt?
That too? Sabin's my boy. My favorite was Edgar. I loved Edgar. And I would say a close second would probably be Locke.
You like Edgar because auto crossbow is broken?
Fuck that. I liked Edgar because Chainsaw was broken. You got Chainsaw, and like, if you had your luck high enough, he would just always be wearing a mask and just insta-kill everything.
Yeah.
Except for bosses and stuff, but whatever. Edgar was my boy. Alright, Final Fantasy VII. Now things start getting tricky because...
Like... Probably Red 13.
Really? The fucking dog person thing?
The wolf? Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, who's your favorite? Cloud? Like, what? Like...
Barrett was my favorite.
Yes.
Why is Barrett your favorite?
I like his personality. Rowdy, tough guy.
Is it because he looks good in the dress?
Barrett didn't wear a dress, Cloud did.
Didn't he wear a wig and a dress at one point?
No, that's Cloud. Remember he cross-dresses?
Well, I know Cloud did, but I thought Barrett was in a dress and a wig at one point too.
God, he might be.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Does Barrett wear dresses? Guns for Hire wants to know if Barrett wears dresses. I'll send it to...
I feel like Barrett wears. If he does it in the game, he definitely does in his, like, personal life.
Barrett wear a dress. No, but I found a picture of Cloud wearing a dress.
Yeah.
With all the rest of the girls. I forgot that they had the cross-dressing in that. Why don't you just look like a girl? It's the only way. But then you have that guy who's like hitting on you.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy. You're the best. I can't wait to see how they do it in 7. If they don't do it right, I'm gonna throw the disc through the fucking window.
I bet you it's not even in the game.
No, they said it's gonna be in the game. Because that's the first thing everyone complained about. They're like, you better fucking put that in the game. Of all things, they're like, we don't care about the battle system, even though it significantly changes the game now that you removed it. But he has to cross-dress still. They're like, alright, I guess.
don't think it's gonna significantly change the game as much as you think.
No? Just based on the video, though, of the fighting, it looks like it's going to be like 15 fighting, where you only control the one guy.
I think it's gonna be...
Because how else would you do it? Like, how would you get the girls to cure you when they need to cure you, and how would you get them to... Like, would they give you...
We're pretty good about doing that shit.
I don't know. So 15, like, how did 15 do it? Did he just...
You control yourself, and, like, the other guys kind of do stuff.
But do they, like, do you have a healer? Does he heal?
Yeah. The other guys, for the most part, in 15 are kind of just there. Like, they're not really, spectacular combat.
So how do you think they're going to do... Because if they're using a new battle system, what do you think they're going to base it off? 13? Did 13 have... Were you able to control multiple like, I don't know how you...
Yeah, 13 is a ATV system. Or like a... You know, like the... Weird, real-time, active battle bullshit. Like, the guys, like... You could... I think you could set it up where they did stuff on their own. Or you could give them command... I don't remember. I think they should just use, like, the Gambit system from 12.
That would make it so much... See, I'd be okay with that. Because that's something... Because it's still... It would go smoothly, and I'm still sort of controlling them.
Yeah.
See, I'd be alright with that. Because if they're not doing turn-based fighting, I'm like... I don't know how the fuck they would do it. Especially...
Because you can actually set 12 to be turn.
Yes, you can. And I know, like, a lot of people feel that it's antiquated. I don't mind turn-based. I like active turn-based, though. Kind of like how 6 was active turn-based. It, you know, whoever, based on speed, is whoever would go. And it would go whether you picked something or not. So you had to still be fairly quick about it. 7 was sort of like that, too.
Yeah.
They were active turn-based, but it was still, in comparison to, like, how the games are now, you know, slow, I guess.
I don't mind turn-based, probably because I'm old. But I can understand where younger players would feel that it's, you know, slow and takes you out of the combat.
Yeah, but see, my thing is, like, I view that. See, I think younger people have that Skyrim mentality where they want to be the avatar, and I think when they're introduced to games where they're not the avatar, because typically where you're you in the game, like you represent the character, you want to be as immersed as you possibly can and not worry about anything else that's going on around you. So that's where like you would want the AI to do stuff for you. But 7 is more story-driven, and you're not Cloud. But then you kind of are. So I think that's one of the things about, like, Cloud as a character, is that he was silent because they wanted you to project yourself onto him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they have the silent, you know, protagonist, because they want you to project yourself on him. Like, 12, for instance, there is no silent protagonist. Everyone talks. So in this game, you're not you. You know, you're just like, I don't know. You're like along for the ride.
You're still playing a role, though.
Yeah, but like you're here for the story. You're not here to star in it.
Yeah. I don't know. Young people are dumb. You hear that, young people? You're dumb.
They probably know. I don't mind that. I like games where I get to project myself as the main character, and then there's times where I just want a good story.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just want a fucking good story. Just sit back and then, you know, get drawn in. And that's one of the things I always liked about Final Fantasy, is you just get drawn in. Alright, so where was I? Oh, Final Fantasy VIII. Favorite character?
Laguna.
Yeah, God, it was good.
Although Bigs and Reds in that game were fantastic.
Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Laguna. I really liked Laguna. That music, oh my god, the fucking fight music is still on my playlist now. Like, whenever I just sit back and want to listen to some like video game tunes, that song comes on and I'm like, yes. Always makes me want to play it. I really do gotta play it again. Alright, Final Fantasy IX.
The only character that actually mattered in the game was Eddie.
God.
When I ask people who their favorite character in that game is, I say, who's your favorite character from Final Fantasy IX and why is it Mary?
I didn't like the Knight.
No, he was, what was his fucking stupid name?
I don't remember.
What was his stupid fucking name?
He was just annoying. And he was a dope. I don't remember any of the characters' names. Honestly. None of them. Reinhardt?
The main character is,
I know one of them's like Dagger or something stupid like that.
Yeah, actually it might be. I have to pick something with Garnet. But it might be Dagger.
No, I think, well, her name is Garnet, but I think, like, she introduces herself as Dagger or something stupid like that, and then you find out, oh, you're a princess.
Zidane is
Zidane, that's right.
And then there was, what was the redhead dude?
Oh, that's right, him.
I think it started with an A.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Vivian.
Yeah.
Because he's probably the only one who was interesting, and then he was a black wizard, so that's good enough for me.
The best story in that game.
That game was really weak in general.
Like he's a robot, and all his fucking like family or like robot family's dead.
Yeah, that was a weak game.
It really was.
It's like, why? It really was weak. That's a shame.
If it wasn't for Final Fantasy IX, 10 would be the worst game for me in the series.
Really? Alright, yeah. Well now you still haven't played. I think when you replay it, you might think differently about it.
Maybe. Probably not, though. Don't hold your breath.
I still can't figure out what you didn't like about it.
I didn't like it. I don't...
But what was it that you didn't like? Well, so we're at 10 anyway, so who was your favorite character from 10?
Ricky Maru. I know that's not his name. I can never remember his name, but that's what I call him.
Who's Ricky Maru? Arn?
The blue beast name.
Oh, I was going to say Rikishi, but he's a wrestler. Kamari. I loved Arn. I would have played a game with just Arn. So what?
But like the characters you actually hate, not fucking interesting. And Seymour Guado is the dumbest fucking villain.
Oh, he was
ever.
He was. I don't know how I feel about him. He wasn't a great villain, but I understood what they were trying to go for, and it was again like he's like the leader of some sort of crazy cult kind of thing, and that's why, you know, and he was trying to bring
of that game
Sin back.
Was them trying to like tap into the fucking anime market. Like the fucking characters are so just stale and dumb, and they all have stupid fucking hair and big dumb retarded eyes.
I feel like they were trying to. That game, girls love that game. I feel that they were.
No, because it was a fucking love story. It was the Inuyasha of Final Fantasy.
I like love stories. Though. I liked some. See, I have a hard time. I like a lot in that game, and then there are bits and pieces that I can 100% agree with you, where it was like, what were you thinking? But then, like, I can stop and look at it and be like, all right, I know what they were thinking. They were trying to get Sally to buy the game, and they were trying to get, you know, then it worked. I mean, Christ. They made X2, which was basically a girl power game. Yes. Literally, it was Charlie's Angels. Have you played X2?
Much worse.
Oh my god. X2 is one of the worst games I've ever played. And then, like, that whole percentage thing, they get the fucking ending. I mean, come on. I missed 0.3%. I rage quit, never looked back. Never ever played it again. Then, oh my god, I gotta lend you this game. I'm gonna buy it for the PS4. I have it for the PS3. I'm gonna get it for the PS4 because you need to hear the radio drama that used to play. And then you will vomit in your mouth. And then realize they ruined Final Fantasy. Well, you already didn't like it, but they murdered it. They murdered 10.
They didn't ruin Final Fantasy, but boy did it set that fucking game, that series back. You know? I didn't play another game until 12. And like I stopped playing Final Fantasy altogether.
I stopped with after they released 11. I was a little bitter. I don't think the MMOs should have a number.
I do.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe not
to me.
11. 11 was weird. 11 was definitely a weird fucking game.
It was, but I'm not saying it was a bad MMO. It was just weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
The controls were all fucking retarded, and it just wasn't for me.
But I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying it's bad. I enjoyed playing it. It's one of the few MMOs I actually enjoyed playing. I'm not a big MMO guy. But it was weird, and I think, like I said, in my personal opinion, I think the single player games should be the only ones in the numbered series. But I mean, it still should be called Final Fantasy. It just should be like maybe Final Fantasy Presents, or I don't know, something. But that's just a personal opinion. That's no bearing.
Seriously play 14 though.
I'll get around to it. Like I said,
you can actually
I have a hard time with the MMOs.
You can download it and play it for free to like level 30, which gives you a pretty good grasp on the game. It's easy to play as far as MMOs go, but it's definitely a game where like you're going to be learning a lot of shit. Like, there's stuff in it like rage timers on dungeons and raids. If you fail to like do something within a certain amount of time, it basically auto wipes you. And it works off like the Trinity system where like there's tanks and DPS and healers. That was the only MMO where I've ever played a healer. And I absolutely loved playing Lightning.
I definitely want to, I'll definitely check it out.
If you really want to play it, I'll download it and start to make a new account.
Well, not now. I wait until this fucking game's over.
No, not like right now.
But yeah, like that would be something I'd be interested. I was interested in playing fucking Skyrim, or not Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls MMO again. I mean, I'll buy you the game. It's free to play, and the game's like $10. I thought we had fun walking around playing music, and that's about it. We had fun playing music.
Yeah. Being on that cliff, trying to get to that fucking that objective, and we were just on the cliff playing the music.
Yeah, we were just like, fuck it. We just stood there playing music. People are like, what the fuck are these two idiots doing?
Yeah.
Alright. Final Fantasy XII. Favorite character?
Favorite character, is Fran.
Yes.
I really like Fran. And not just because she's hot, but like I don't know, I've always liked Fran. She's a cool character. Not my favorite character in the game though. But we can't pick bad guys, so.
Yeah, no bad guys. We'll go back around to bad guys.
The Nethicite. I must destroy it.
So, sure? My favorite character is...
Use its power to restore Dalmasca? Something like that?
I like Bosch, but I also like Bathier. Kind of it's a mix between the two. I think it's probably Bathier. My mother's in love with Bathier. That's all she talks about. Oh my god, he's my favorite!
Is that how you see me?
My mother.
That does sound like someone I know.
She messages me randomly and she's like, "Oh, I love him so much." I'm like,
he was obsessed with Nethicite. It was all he cared about.
Come over here.
He'd babble nonsense, blind to aught but the stone's power. He'd talk about some was it Venar? No matter.
Damn, Penello, you got
closer
cankles.
To the Nethicite to understand it. He made airships, weapons. He even made me a judge.
You were a judge?
Oh my god, Balthier was a judge? I've never gotten this far, by the way, folks.
I'd rather
Ever.
forget. It didn't
I've
last
played
long.
this game twice before.
I left the judges.
You end up with another character who was, used to be a judge as well.
Wow.
Sidolphus Demon Bonanza. Draculaur Laboratories' very own Dr. Sid.
They're all judges.
That's when he lost his heart to Nethicite. Lost himself.
Especially in fucking
And I suppose that's when I lost my father.
Tactics A2, where you'll go into a battle and sometimes a judge pops up and they straight up disable
Don't
things.
follow in his footsteps.
So like, you can get into battles where a judge will pop up and he'll disable your ability to attack.
Really?
Yeah, so like you have to try and beat the fucking fight with like magic.
Like that, a slave to the stone. So I ran. Free at last.
Such good games. Such good
Funny,
games.
I went for the Dusk Shard. How could I have known that it was Nethicite? And then, of course, I met you. All that running, and I got nowhere.
He was a judge. That's kind of cool.
It's time to end this. Cut my ties to the past.
He doesn't come off as a judge. He's not a dick.
It's hard to leave the past behind.
That's probably why he's not a judge anymore. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with Balthier. He's awesome. He's even more awesome now.
The marriage of convenience. Symbol of the alliance between Labradia and Dalmasca. This is how they see our marriage.
They do they?
These roles we play. I must admit, I find it wearying.
I will play mine.
I would have no other.
The choice is yours to make. But don't give your heart to a stone. You're too strong for that, princess.
What happened in this game like crazy.
I pray you're right, Balthier.
Balthier, you're my man.
Now we're kind of getting into like, you can't answer questions.
Well, I'm sorry.
Who's your favorite character from 13?
Well, no. I was watching the cutscene too. My favorite character from 13 was the black guy with the chocobo in his hair because he was silly and I liked him in that commercial, and that was it.
He had a as much as I don't like that character because I think he's really like he's like blaxploitation levels of stereotypical.
Yeah, but Square's always done that because I don't think they understand. I mean, they're Japanese. I mean, how many black people are over there?
He has one of the best stories in the game.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Christ. Well, you didn't play that game. That's right. So you don't remember Drebin. Drebin. Fucking Metal Gear.
Now. My favorite character from 13 was Lightning. Like, she's the only character I really liked in that game.
Really?
Yeah. I was cool with Snow up until he gets Shiba Cycle, and then I was like, this is fucking dumb. Just leave the goddamn summons alone. Don't turn them into fucking motorcycles and cars. Like, I get why, but dumb.
I can't pick anybody. I played that game for maybe a total of 2 hours. Trying it again. I have it for, did that come off a PS4 or was that a PS3 game?
PS3.
Oh, maybe I'll play it. I don't know. We'll see. I do plan on going back at one point. I own it. So I definitely want to go back and play it one day. And 15, again, I can't comment. I have it. I've been sitting here waiting for the past 4 months for all the stupid DLC to come out, and then I want to go through all of it and then enjoy it in all of its glory. Plus, there's like a whole lot of weird free stuff that they've been adding to the game, so I think I'm going to have a lot of fun when I do get around to playing it. But
my favorite character from 15 is Noctis.
Noctis?
He's a badass.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy who just had his thing released? His DLC released?
No, he's the main character.
Oh, okay.
The guy who I think the most recent one that came out was Prompto's story.
Somebody you run around and you shoot with, or something.
Yeah, I think that's Prompto.
Yeah, it's Prompto. That's right.
He's a straight up twin.
I'm trying to see. I like what they were trying to do with Final Fantasy 15. I'm really excited to play it. Everyone says it's good.
It looks a fantastic game.
It looks like it's a lot of fun. I'm excited. And I like how they had the anime, and then they had like a book. I mean, they tried doing a little bit of everything, so that way you got like this complete picture of what's going on. I think that's the right way of going about it, as opposed to how like 13 did it, where they released 13.1, 13.2, 13.3, you know, and that's just dumb. One game's enough, and like a nice chunk of DLC, and I'd be happy. Like a big DLC. Yeah. I don't like sequels.
They learned a lesson after 13.
Same thing with 10. I loved 10. I know you don't, but 10.2 was a fucking travesty. 10.2 should have never happened, ever. It did not do anything to further the story. All did, like, Yuna went from being like this mystical, spiritual summoner who would go around and release the souls of the dead to a pop star singer. What the fuck were they thinking? Oh my god. Alright. I gotta end the episode. When we come back, we're gonna talk about our favorite villains. I think we'll have... how come it never tells me when I get comments? Someone's like, oh! A few comments. Oh, it's fucking, Sandra, says hi. Where the hell is she at? I don't think she's watching now. Alright, let me end this here, then we'll start another one. She's probably listening to us talk smack on Final Fantasy. She was like, no, I'll kill you both!